What's up, everybody? Total Pizza Guy here. We're back with Tuesday. That's hashtag TWUESDAY. That's where I take your questions on Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter, make sure you click the link in the description. Go on Twitter, follow me. That way you can know every Tuesday you can ask me those questions. We can get this series going because it's a weekly series. So let's get right into the show. First question comes in. Was it hard for you to join Machinima hashtag Tuesday? Actually, to be honest, it was actually really hard back in the day to get on Machinima. They wouldn't let everybody on. It was very, very difficult to get on. First, what they usually did was they would let you be a partner with one of the networks. Like, I was on the sports channel, so I was a partner with them, but I wouldn't actually make any money off of my channel. So I would just be a director for sports. I would upload on there. And then, down the road, they said, we will make your channel partnered. So it was kind of hard back in the day. Now it seems pretty easy. I think anybody that fills out an application will get accepted. They usually tweet it out all the time looking for new partners, but we'll see how things are going. But back in the day, it's pretty difficult to become a Machinima partner. Who do you think deserves a push most in WWE and TNA? I would love to see the WWE push new guys. I think Cassius Ohno's ready to come up to the main roster. I think Pac could come in. I think you could even push Antonio Cesaro. You could push Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's huge and way over. I went to the SmackDown taping, and Daniel Bryan was so over at SmackDown. I think he should be in the main events. Daniel Bryan way over. The Shield, they're going to be pushed to the moon because they're awesome, but that's what I feel in WWE. TNA, I don't really know. It's kind of tough. I don't really know who I see. I do want them to do fresh faces. I would like to see even AJ Styles push because I like his character. I think he's awesome. But I like to see talent that is awesome. TNA originals, not ex-WWE guys. So that's what I feel for TNA. How did you get the name We Capture the Frag on YouTube? Okay, so basically I was coming up with a name. I decided, you know what? We Capture the Frag. I was going to make a community Call of Duty channel with my friends, and that was the idea for it. You know, like frag, grenade, flag. You know, this was around MW2, so I was like, we capture the frag. It sounds like a good idea. Anyway, I went with that. Didn't really expect my channel to take off WWE. Otherwise, I would have just gone with Tony Pizza Guy. But that's pretty much how I got it. I was just thinking of stupid names, and that's the one that I thought of, and then the channel took off, and I stuck with it. What is your favorite flavor of G Fuel drink? Well, that's a tough one, but I do want to let you guys know that if you want to save 10%, if you want to get some G Fuel yourself, use the code TonyPizza10. But I really do like a lot of the G Fuel flavors. The best two, in my opinion, are Pink Lemonade and Blue Ice. But I'm going to have to say, still to this day, Blue Ice is king. If you haven't ever tried it, make sure you try it. Again, I give you a little discount if you want to do it. If you don't want to do it, that's fine. But just thought I'd save you 10% if you do want to do it. Blue Ice, get it. Pink Lemonade's awesome too, but Blue Ice, got to be my favorite. What is your favorite WWE rivalry and why? This is very simple. Austin and McMahon. That is the best rivalry in sports entertainment ever. I think that is the best stories they've ever written in WWE, and I think that the two characters played off each other so well, and it's just a great concept to have a guy beat up his boss. Who doesn't want to see that? Stone Cold was at the peak. Vince was at the peak. WWE was at the peak. And Vince versus Austin is the best rivalry of all time. What are your thoughts about TNA signing Rampage Jackson? I said this in the Rampage Jackson video, but I do think that TNA will probably not do anything with him. I think it was all just for MMA, get him for Bellator, get him for his reality TV series, and then maybe coming to TNA. If he does come into TNA, I can see him doing maybe one match. I don't really know. I don't see him going very far in the TNA Impact Wrestling roster, but that's just my opinion. What is your favorite match you have seen and why? The best match of all time that I've seen is got to be Shawn Michaels taking on Bret Hart at WrestleMania. That match was just amazing. That Iron Man match was great. It was a 60-minute Iron Man match. I think it went on 62 minutes or something like that after they restarted it. But it was an awesome match. It was epic. It was great. It was so much fun to watch. It is probably one of the best wrestling matches ever. I do also like watching those TLC matches, you know, Dudley's Hardys and Edge and Christian. I say that, and I always say that because I've been talking about them for a while in these questions. But I do think those guys had some amazing matches in the WWF back in the day. They just took the TLC matches to a whole new level. The one at WrestleMania 17 might be my favorite. It was a freaking amazing match. You had that giant spear, which was crazy. I don't know. Those matches were pretty awesome. This is a really, really fun question. Out of Mordecai, Kevin Thorne, Kizarny, Colt Cabana, Chris Harris, or Lance Hoyt, who would you give a second chance in the WWE? And Lance Hoyt was Vance Archer, which I've talked about before. But that's a tough one. I think, honestly, you could give Colt Cabana a chance right now, and it would be awesome. Colt Cabana is awesome. I don't know if you ever watch any of his YouTube stuff or anything by Colt Cabana, but he is very, very entertaining. I think they could put him with CM Punk. I think he would be perfect. They could be a tag team. They could be a faction, a group, whatever they want to do. But I think Colt Cabana, he is awesome. He is funny. He's a great worker, and he could be in the WWE right now. I don't really think Kizarny should come back. I don't really think he was that great. I don't know about Kevin Thorne. I don't think Mordecai or Kevin Thorne really could come back. I don't see that happening. Mordecai was kind of a cool idea. It's like the opposite of The Undertaker or something like that. I don't even know. But I don't know. I'm not really happy about him. Chris Harris, I was hoping that maybe he could do something. I thought he was cool when he was in America's Most Wanted. But Brayden Walker was just a huge flop, and he was overweight or whatever. I think he was out of shape when he came in. It just didn't look good, and it didn't work for WWE. So, I don't know. I don't think that. I think Colt Cabana being the one guy that could come back. As far as Lance Hoyt goes, I mean, I don't know. He was cool as Lance Hoyt. Vance Archer wasn't that great. I thought it wasn't very good. But Colt Cabana, that guy, not Scotty Goldman either. I think Colt Cabana needs to come in as Colt Cabana. Come in, be with CM Punk, and they would work perfectly. Anyway, guys, this is Twitter Tuesday, hashtag Tuesday, TWESDAY. Follow me on Twitter if you're not. Thank you for sending in all of your questions. I had a lot of great ones this week. I actually really enjoyed this episode. And as always, Tony Pizza Guy, frag out.